President Muhammadu Buhari has been informed by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, that due to what they described as failure on the part of government, his goodwill is depleting, the cable reports. The comments were made by the CBCN President, Ignatius Kaigama, on Thursday, February 8, as he led his delegation to meet with the President at Aso Rock Villa. We gathers that Kaigama stated that the bishops had a moral responsibility to tell Buhari the truth, as they were spiritual leaders. He said that they had first-hand information about what people were going through, because they work with people at the grassroots level. The bishop stated, "There is no doubt that when you came into office, you had an enormous amount of the goodwill of Nigerians, since many saw you as a person of integrity who would be able to bring sanity into a system that was nearly crippled by endemic corruption." Nearly 3 years later, however, one has the feeling that this goodwill is being depleted by some glaring failures of government which we have the moral responsibility to bring to your notice, else we would be failing in our duty as spiritual fathers and leaders. We work with the people at the grassroots and therefore, have first-hand information about what they are going through. According to Kaigama, there is so much poverty in the land. He continued, "Many negative forces seem to be keeping a stranglehold on the population, especially the weaker and defenseless ones. Your Excellency, there is too much suffering in the country, poverty, hunger, insecurity, violence, fear, and the list is endless. There is a feeling of hopelessness across the country. Our youths are restive and many of them have taken to hard substances, cultism and other forms of violent crime, while many have become victims of human trafficking. The nation is nervous. We are still more saddened by the recent massacre of unarmed citizens by terrorists in some communities in Benue, Adamawa, Kaduna and Taraba states, which has caused national shock, grief and outcry. See video from the meeting." Meanwhile, we previously reported that President Muhammadu Buhari said the policy proposed by the federal government in response to the frequent clashes between herdsmen and farmers in the country was not meant to colonize any part of the country. While receiving the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria in Abuja, President Buhari said the intention of government was to create grazing locations for cattle rearers, which had now been misconstrued as another form of colonization. The president said he regretted that the well-thought-out policy of the federal government, which was conceived after wide consultations with stakeholders, had been largely misunderstood by a section of the public.